there, everybody. It's been a while, hasn't it? Glad to be back, and this is actually a new moon message. Still don't have the whole internet thing figured out, so it's really just going to be staying basic for now, and I do appreciate your patience in this. I'm going to take the opportunity. If you're a new subscriber, welcome aboard. If you've been a subscriber for a while, thank you so much for your support and your encouragement. Things will be evening out and getting back on a better schedule here. Just when I thought that I was going to start settling in, there was an explosion of drama within my family and a lot of scrambling about. Not necessarily a pleasant situation at all, but it's one that we're still handling and working on. And for the most part, we got through the initial, what was felt like a catastrophe. And that just goes to show sticking with it and working together and the things that you can achieve in that. But let's get right on to this new moon. And if you haven't already done it, hit the like button. I would love for you to share this video. And I'd also like for you to leave a comment. Let me know what kind of perceptions you have, if this resonates with you. And the new moon in Leo is tomorrow. It is going to be on August 18th, 2020, my time, which is Eastern time. Julia's catching flies. That sounded a little brutal, didn't it? 22:41, 10:41 at night. And the coordinates are 26 degrees and 34 minutes. I drew heavily from Molly McCord. The video that she put out, of course, as always, my resources will be included down in the description. And this is really going to be short because the whole idea is to give you a resource to go look at so that you can start understanding for yourself and start understanding these cycles. It's like learning to read a map or learning how to read gauges on your car to know how things are performing and how they're progressing. So Molly McCord and of course B Stealer, I'm encouraging you to watch his dailies if you can. They're not very long, but there is so much information packed into that little bit of time. Something that I found interesting when I was watching is that the sun's going to be aspecting the moon, Mercury, Mars, and Saturn. Not necessarily all in the same way, but just think about that jam-packed combination of energies there. You know, the moon, of course, we're having the new moon, and when we have the new moon, there it is, and it's aligned in front of the sun, so it's all aligned together. The illumination of what's inside with the new moon, and also new moon, new cycle, manifesting a new experience or a new energy. Venus is aspecting Uranus. Now, that is important because this is a time when you're probably going to be redefining relationships to align with what you're manifesting. Don't allow the judgment of another to deny you the opportunity to grow and experience new things and to achieve some satisfaction. Molly McCord brought in that the alignments are reminiscent of the alignments in August 2017 when we had the solar eclipse that went across the entire nation. And she started talking about, you know, from that time until this time being a journey of the heart. And that is so true because in that journey, Eddie died in the accident in December 2016. And in that short period of time, I lost my husband, I lost my animals, not my pets, but they were my animals, my horses, my home, all of my retirement that had gone into that home. And it was so traumatic. And I had reached a point, I'd been through so much trauma, I just gave up. Well, I came out of that with this, it wasn't with this eclipse, but it was around that time. And this has been a time of realizing, you know, what really matters and what really is going to bring you satisfaction. So you might be looking at some things just a little bit differently. What pleases you? Perhaps the ideas and beliefs that you've had have denied you an experience that you would have otherwise had. New things may now bring happiness. But take note that these things are also going to be accompanied by some upheaval. That's what Uranus does. It's all about change, and it's probably going to be quite explosive because of the Leo energy here. So be ready for something and be ready to take it in the direction of manifesting with your new energies. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on astrology because I want you to have time to go and look at the resources I've provided. But what I also want to say is this. Yeah, I know I've been scarce, and I'm not going to apologize for that because this is manifesting my new reality, far from done yet. None of us are. And several things have happened, and what I want you to know is that what you see out there, you're going to have to. This has become an anthem. You've got to believe the unbelievable, accept the unacceptable, and forgive the unforgivable. If you're carrying the burden for being wrong, forgive means to give that burden back to where it came from. Everything you see there, the things that sound unbelievable are proving to be true. Don't let yourself stay in that cycle of deceit and manipulation. It's no good to anybody. This is about you coming out and having the realization and the proper information to process your experience, where you've been, the changes you've gone through, and where you're headed. Don't always judge a situation by your first emotion. There are some things I'm going to talk about later on, but there's such major change coming right now. Like I said, more upheaval. And I just want you to be ready for this because I don't want you to give up on what you've worked so hard to achieve. And if you're watching this, you're on the path to the new beautiful manifestation. So check out the resources in the description. That's why I put them there. You will find, I'm sure, some help in these. And just remember to keep positive, keep motivated, and stay in a state of love and of higher frequency energy as though you're looking down upon it, because your frequency determines how you experience things that are happening around you. So much love, and we've done a lot of work, and thank you for sharing my journey. So until next time, bye y'all.